guys, welcome to the next day. It is finally the weekend, okay? Today I was actually thinking about, I'm just trying to kind of clean up, do some house chores and stuff. So I started laundry, and I was thinking about putting up this painting, or this print, I should say. And then I realized that I got the print from Goodwill a while back, but I thought I had enough command strips. Realize I do not. I have 2, but I need 4. So anyway, that's fine. But I think I'm gonna put it up there. I've been wanting to donate, I should say, that picture for a while. I don't know. I just wanting to donate it. So that's kind of my plan for that. So I dropped something. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do, but I don't have enough strips. So, and my car is actually at the at Brakes Plus getting the brakes done. So I really can't. I don't have a car, so I'm not even worried about that. But I think that's a good spot. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do some cleaning my room, doing some laundry. I need to put up I'm so bad at putting up laundry. If you ask my friends, they know. I need to put up the laundry I have away. I do want to go through my clothes, but I don't know if I'm gonna do all that today. I think next week, because next week is Juneteenth, I might be able, and I get an extra day off. That might be a day where I actually kind of go through clothes and stuff. But just having like a 2-day weekend, it's just not enough to really take your time and go through clothes. You need a week, like a full 3-4 day weekend to do that. At least for me, to really take my time and not just be overwhelmed. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna see if my dad could at least put this one shelf over here, at least one. That's all I ask, because I'm not ready for him to put the shelf on the other side. So hopefully he's going to memorial service for a high school classmate that he knew of him, but he didn't know him. But anyway, so he's doing that, and so I'm hoping when we get back, he can help me with putting the shelf up. It shouldn't take that long. So I can start kind of organizing my plants and stuff like that a little bit more. And yeah, so hopefully I can get that done. That's all I need him to do. That's literally all I need to do. I would need to move this plant right here, but this plant hasn't been watered, so it should be okay. So I shouldn't have any issue with that. And I could just move it to my bathroom real quick. But anyway, that is that. I'm gonna water some plants. And because I need to be watered today. Today's Saturday, so plants need to be watered. And yeah, just kind of tidy up and put clothes away, adulting, chores in general, but just my version of adulting this weekend. So yeah, let's get into it. You guys, look. So this is the original leaf of one of my first monsteras. Her name is Maya. Maya's been through a lot. When I cut her, I gave some cuttings away to my friends, and it produced it. I had my own separate cutting, but I just had really problem with rooting my large cuttings. So I had to cut leaves. I kept cutting leaves. This is literally the last original leaf I have. And look at what homegirl is doing. Okay, do you see them roots right there? You can see the camera too. But them roots, oh my god, it's doing so good. I wasn't sure if it's gonna make it, so I'm curious to see. I'm not gonna take this out of here for a while. I really gotta just let her get some good roots in, and then once her roots is chef's kiss, then I will put her into regular soil. But for now, she's in fluval stratum, and I'm so happy because I was dang, not let me lose my OG. Maya was a trooper. She was probably one of the first plants that I felt okay, this is my hobby, this is what I want to do. So yeah, I'm so happy. And this leaf's so big, so pretty. So yeah, and it's been hanging in there. Of course it got a little scruff, but it's been hanging in there, so love it for me. So another plant I want to show you guys is this plant right here. This is a light veined. This is a light veined Maranta, I believe. And the name hints because it has light veins. I've seen these when they grow and they're beautiful. I got a small one. And I mean, at first when I started doing plants, I was just the type of person where it's just like, I didn't want small plants. I wanted my plants to like be big. I wanted to get the big plants. I was kind of like, yeah, I feel like that's kind of how it was in the beginning. Like, I really wanted to get my full plants. And then I think as I got more and more into the hobby, I really have learned to just love small plants and starting small and seeing them grow. But I feel like when I first started, because you see everybody's plant collection is just so like amazing, and like you wanted like your plant to get big and you want this big plant, so it's like you're like, well, I'll just you might as well just pay more for the big plant. But I could not afford the big plants. I could not afford the big plants, still can't afford some of these big plants. But I feel like as I got more and more into the hobby, I really enjoyed like buying smaller plants. I actually enjoy, and I think I've always enjoyed seeing things grow. I just think, you, of course, like, with your collection, what makes making the plant hobby really fun is you get to kind of start off like this. And then next thing you know, your plant is like huge and you're like, oh my God, this is what I did. But yeah, this one I got about a weekish ago, and it's doing pretty good. It's hanging in there. It hasn't lost one leaf, even though I don't know which leaf. Oh, this leaf looks kind of like, a little crispy, but overall, like, it's doing really good. And it's in this Dairy Queen. It's in this Dairy Queen, as you can see, the Dairy Queen is in this Dairy Queen soft serve container. I do be sustainable, okay, sometimes, and so I really like this container because it's small, but it's like deep, so I feel like it's good for like smaller plants. And yeah, I think I have 2 of these, but if I ever go Dairy Queen, I just keep them and use them for my smaller plants. But yeah, it's so pretty. So another plant that I absolutely love is the Peperonia Hope. I remember when I first got this. Well, I remember when I first got not this plant, but this like species, and it was stunning. I saw it at the plant store. It wasn't like if it was a trendy plant, I wasn't sure. I was really more into plant YouTube at the time, so I didn't really like I wasn't really keeping up on trends and stuff. I was just at a point where I just saw plants and saw people's collection. I was like, ooh, I really like it. I wasn't really doing stuff on trend. So, but I saw this at my plant store, and I thought it was my local plant store. And I was like, oh my God, like, look at this. It's just absolutely stunning. It's different. It's something I've never seen before. And it was doing really good. All of a sudden, it ended up croaking, and I was like, what the heck? Like, what happened? Pepperonia hopes are very interesting type of plants. I don't think they're necessarily hard. It's just hard to kind of tell whether to like, when like with watering, and you don't want to overwater, you don't want to underwater. They have a very like small root system. They can get really big, and their root system just isn't that big. So I don't know. I just struggle with it. But when I saw this, I went to Lowe's, and at the plant section, they had Pepperoni Hope, and I was like, oh my God, I want this plant again. It's been years later. I'm more better at plants now. Like, like I can do this. And so, I feel more confident. So, I have fluval now. Like, I'm using different like mediums for soil, and I was like, I'm gonna get this. And I was actually watching a video probably that week or a couple days ago before I got this, about how the reason why a lot of people kind of fell off of Peperonia Hope is the fact, as you see how it grows, it's very like not sporadic, but it won't look as dense. If you only have like one plant of this, or like maybe 3 or 4 like plants, I have a lot of plants in this one, but 3 or 4 plants, it can look very, very, like, it can look sparse. And when it looks sparse, it just doesn't look as pretty versus when it's full. So I made sure that when I saw this plant, I bought 2 of them. So each like Lowe's container probably had about maybe, I don't know how many of these, probably like 4 to 5 of these like plants. And I just put them all together. I remember I think this was like in February or something, because I remember I was hanging out with my best friend Maya. And I'll say, Maya, I want to go to Goodwill because I'm looking for like a really like cookie jar, but I want something shallow because I need something more like shallow and wide versus like deep. And so I found this one at the Goodwill for, I still have the price on it. I'd never, the tags, as long as you can't see a tag, it won't be taken off. It was $4.99 for this like cookie jar. And I was like, I saw it and I was like, perfect. And so I came home, I cleaned the roots off, and it was kind of hard to put the plant in here, but I did it, and it is gorgina. It's been growing a lot. Like, I cannot wait for it to start kind of really like all the it start to really vine out more and more. It's actually vining out pretty good if you ask me, but it's just so pretty. Like, look how like the perfect circles, and you got the little babies, like, you know, it's just so pretty. Like, I just really, really love it, and I've enjoyed this plant, and I like it. And I use it in fluval stratum. I usually water it, like, it depends. Like, I think during the winter time it's not as thirsty because it's not getting as much sun, but in the summertime it's a lot more thirstier because it's getting more sun. So yeah, I really want to I think this is one I want to put on my shelf, but I'm not sure yet. It's sitting on my windowsill, but it loves where it's at. It's so pretty, and it's grown so freaking much. Like, look at this. And it's just so pretty. Whew, it's hot. Ooh, it is hot. It's literally 90 something degrees. It is hot out here. I just got my car back. Got some air on. And yeah, I just got my car back. No issues with my brakes. I didn't have to pay anything. Even them checking it, I didn't have to pay. They just say you need to do your oil change. So I was like, okay. So I'll probably do my oil change, get my windshield wipers done, get my windshield wiper fluid done, because in a couple weeks I'll be going to Alamosa for my best friend Janet's wedding. And I'm driving, so I just want to make sure I want to make sure Louise, you know, my car is top tier. So anyway, I was thinking about going to the store and getting some oat milk because I kind of might end up making a matcha today. So I gotta look to where the closest Whole Foods is, and then yeah, and then go home. So that's good. I'm so glad I didn't have to pay anything, because I just started my job, so I've been kind of like saving money to make sure, like, hey, like, I bet you, bro, I know my lips feel kind of chapped, but I know this is like solid, like not solid, melt. It's like water. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go to Whole Foods and see if I can grab like some oat milk. I was able to grab one last time, so I'm trying to see if there's a closer one, and then I'm gonna head on home. It is so hot, it's ridiculous. Wow. Summer's here in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado to be exact. All right, let's go to Whole Foods.